Now, if you want to find the solutions of transmission line equations, then the one possible solution is that you have your V vector, or you can say voltage is equals to V plus e raised to the power minus gamma z plus V minus e raised to the power plus gamma z. Or you can say that it is equals to V plus e raised to the power minus alpha z e raised to the power minus j beta z plus V minus e raised to the power alpha z e raised to the power j beta z. Or you can say that we are separating the real component and complex part. The factors V plus and V minus represent your complex quantities. And the term involving e raised to the power minus j beta z shows a wave traveling in the positive z direction, and the term with the factor e raised to the power j beta z is called a wave going in the negative z direction. The quantity beta z is called the electrical length of the line and is measured in radians. Similarly, the one possible solution for equation using with the help of your admittance, or you can say we try to find the solution for your current, is I equals to y naught. Y naught is your admittance. V plus e raised to the power minus gamma z minus v raised to the power v minus e raised to the power gamma z. When you are using your I, then you must remember that I is equals to V divided by Z, and we use the voltage in this form. So again, you basically break it in the form of real part and imaginary part. And you also must know that the Z naught is always equals to Z naught is equals to 1 divided by admittance, and which is equals to under root of Z divided by Y. Z naught and Y naught will basically denote the characteristic impedance and admittance of the line. We can say it is equals to root of R plus j omega L divided by G means conductance plus j omega C is equals to R naught plus minus j x naught. At microwave frequencies, we can say that R is less than omega L and G is less than your omega C. Now, if you use a binomial expansion for them, so for binomial expansion, you need to make one side equals to 1 plus x raised to the power something. So when you take j omega L common from this one and j omega C common from this, then it will be j square LC, which will be taken out, and this part will become 1 plus R divided by j omega L. This part will become 1 plus G divided by j omega C. And you can say equivalent to j omega, taking the square root of this square, root LC 1 plus, because it is this condition is there. So in binomial expansion, if you know your mathematics, binomial expansion of when your x is less than 1, then we can say it is equals to the first two terms. So it will be 1 plus half. Half is your raised to the power is 1 by 2 and is your 1 by 2. So it's 1 plus 1 by 2 R divided by j omega L, and again 1 plus G divided by 2 j omega C. Now if you multiply these two, then the answer will be this, with ignoring the factor when you are multiplying these two parts. The reason why they are ignored due to these conditions. If R is less than omega L and G is omega less than omega C, then the factor which has both this R divided by j omega L and G j omega C is very small. So we ignored that part here. Multiplying this part inside and separating out it in real and imaginary part, we will have this expression. So you multiply this inside, and then we can say that alpha is your attenuation and phase constants, and alpha is equals to this and beta is equals to this when you compare your real and imaginary part. Now similarly, if we want to find the characteristic impedance, or sometimes we call it line impedance also, Then Z naught is equals to this. Applying the same condition there, it will be 1 plus this part is 1 after taking j omega L common and writing it here. And from this part we took j omega C common. So j omega in the numerator will cancel j omega in the denominator. So we will left with root of LC, and this will be 1 plus R j omega divided by raised to the power 1 by 2. And this will be 1 plus G j omega C raised to the power minus 1 by 2. Again, applying the binomial expansion here using this condition, then we have only two terms, first two terms, and this one also, and this also. And then you multiply them, ignoring the, when you are multiplying this part with this part, left with this. And further, it is equivalent to this L root of L divided by C. And the reason being is that your R is less than j omega L, and G is less than omega C. Now, if you need to find the phase velocity in the transmission line, then Vp will be equals to, Vp is equals to omega divided by beta, and then it will be equals to under root of LC. So beta is here equals to this. So Vp is equals to omega divided by beta. So left with this. Now, for your velocity of light in vacuum, you can say that it is equals to under root of mu naught into epsilon naught, which is equals to your velocity of light, or you can say it's 3 into raised to the power 8 meter per second. If you want to find the phase velocity in another medium, then we write it as VE equals to root of mu into epsilon. And if you see, let me bring something to write. So if you see that, we can say that, sorry, it's draw. You can say that I can write only u here, but it's basically equals to mu. You can say mu is equals to mu r. R is your relative to the medium, and then your mu naught. And another one is your epsilon. I'm denoting it by E is equals to your ER into E naught. So basically, this is your permittivity of free space. Or you can say this is your that part, and this one is your permeability of free space. And then this is your relative, or you can say it's a constant factor mu r or ER. So in this way, this now if you need to say the velocity factor is, then it is actual phase velocity divided by velocity of light in vacuum. So it's VE divided by C, which is equals to 1 divided by mu r into epsilon r. Now, based on this, if you want to solve the numerical and you need to find the characteristic impedance, the propagation constant, then Z naught is your characteristic impedance and gamma is your propagation constant. The formula are given, the parameter values are given. Just have to solve it in your calculator. Now, the terms which are reflection coefficient and transmission coefficient.